Hey everybody, long time no see. How about some fried green tomatoes tonight? I picked these out of my dad's garden yesterday. I thought, well, let's make us some fried green tomatoes. You might see a gnat or two in here, I'm sorry. But anyway, fried green tomatoes, a southern delicacy. I think I said that right. So let's go ahead and chop these guys up. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. I think we can get 3 or 4 per tomato out of this. Try to keep them about the same size, I think. Something like this. Slipping away from me, guys. Sorry. That's 3. I'm not going to waste this one. I'm just going to cut that edge off of that. Like that. Get rid of this. Now we've got 4 green tomatoes. Let's cut this one up. You guys ever had fried green tomatoes? They're something good, I'm telling you. Alrighty. Let's discard these top pieces here. Get rid of them, top and bottom. Now, here I've got 2 eggs and a little bit of milk. First of all, I want to add some salt to the eggs and milk and some pepper. That way it'll stick to the tomatoes when I dip them in this. Something like that. Let's get it all married up and know each other pretty good. Something like that. That's what you want to see. Hang on one second, everybody. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I thought I was ready for the video, but I wasn't. I had to find me some flour and a bowl to put it in. So what we're going to do next, we'll take one of these tomatoes right here, stick it back there in that flour. Just like that, just like I said. Like I said, that's right. Bring them over here to the egg wash. Get all that egg all over it. That flour just helps that egg to stick to that green tomato there. Now the back there, let's let that just sit there for a second. I've got some cornmeal, some yellow cornmeal. And I've made these 1,000 times, guys, over my life, and I've never made them with breadcrumbs, so I'm going to use some panko breadcrumbs. I usually make it with cornmeal and flour as the coating, but I wanted to try these breadcrumbs tonight for the first time. Just get it all mixed up, kind of with your hands in there. The cornmeal and breadcrumbs, something like that. Now let's stick that tomato right there, just like that. Water it around, just worry it to death. Make sure it's got a good coating on it. Hell, make a mess if you've got to. Now I've got a wire rack. Sit here. I want to do all these, and I want to rest them right there on that wire rack just for a few minutes. Well, I'll do one more. How about that? One more. Big old tomato right there in that flour. Give it a good dunk. Get that tomato and that flour to know each other. Now let's dip it down that egg. Down here, guys. There you go. Like that. Now back in the cornmeal and pankos. Get a good coating on it. I'll try to keep this video short. Don't want to bore nobody. Never want to bore anybody. Something like that. You guys see what I'm doing? Yeah. I'm going to put it back on this rack. The other one, and we're going to do the rest of them. And when my oil comes up to heat behind me, we'll be back. Hang on. Alright, guys and girls, our oil is up to heat. I've got it on medium because you don't want to cook it on really high heat because you want the tomato to cook a little bit besides just browning up. So what I'm going to do is take a little fork and gently put our fried green tomato or green tomatoes in there. They're not fried just yet. Just like that. Just like I said. Just like I said. Get them all in there. I think we made 7 of them, right? Now that oil seems a little bit low, and we'll turn it up just a little, just a couple of notches. Okay, now, we'll hang on one second. Now while the green tomatoes are frying, I like make a little sauce. You can use Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, whatever you want. It's about a dollop of whichever one you want, maybe 2, something like that. This is some awesome sauce, guys. I've made this before. A little bit of sweet relish, just like that, and a little sriracha. That's right. Just a little bit in there, and then mix that up real good. And that's gonna make you one hell of a dipping sauce for that for those fried green tomatoes. Just worry it up till it all becomes one color. Ain't nothing to it. Something like that. A little white left in there. It looks pretty good to me. Our tomatoes are frying, so when it gets time to flip them, we'll be back. Alright, everybody, it's time to flip them. I see some brown going around the edges there. I think it's time to give them a good flipping around, see what they look like. How about that? Oh, guys, you see that brownness? Man, they're smelling good too. Give them all one flip. I want them to cook about 3 more minutes on this side. I let them go about 5 minutes on the first side because the oil was a little bit light. It wasn't hot enough. So about 3 more minutes, them bad boys should be done. That's right. That's right. Okay. Our fried green tomatoes are done. Now here is a critical part of this. I see a lot of people taking them out of your skillet and putting them straight onto a paper towel. Don't do that. All that's going to do is make the bottom of your fried green tomato mushy. Get your rack that you had earlier, with a paper towel on the bottom of it. Take your fried green tomatoes out and just rest them on top of that rack. And that oil will drain off down to your paper towel. Don't put them on a paper towel by themselves. Unless you want mushy, soggy, bottom green fried tomatoes, which I don't. So I'm going to let these guys cool off for a while. You can see how they turned out. I'm going to set them to the side for just a few minutes. Let them cool off for a few minutes and we'll be back. Give a taste test. That's right. Alright, everybody, they're cooled off and finished up and ready to eat. Fried green tomatoes with some cucumber slices. I love me some cucumber. But anyway, let's take one of these big bad boys off here. How about that big one right there? Put it on this little plate here. Let's get some of our dipping sauce that we made earlier. It's been in the refrigerator for a while. There we go. Something like that. Let's give this big bad boy a taste. There you go, guys. I'm telling you what, I know a lot of people who watch my videos are from the South, and you probably have this, but if you're living in a place where this is not common, you should try it. I'm telling you what, it never ever fails. They're so good. Just remember, don't put them on a paper towel when you take them out of your frying pan. Put them on a drying rack. Let them drip. That way the bottom and the top is crunchy. Because if you put it on a just paper towel, your bottom is going to be soggy. You're going to have a soggy ass bottom fried green tomato. There you have it. As always, thanks for watching, hanging out with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Say pow!